We all know that you can make great money selling things on Amazon right around the world, but what is a good ROI? How much money should you be aiming to make? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you. ROI, return on investment. Pretty simple to figure this out. I've already kind of referenced this a little bit, but to give you a kind of reference point, banks pay interest. 2.3% is amazing interest for a bank. On most current accounts, the bank pays basically like 0.25% interest, if that, because when you factor in their fees, most of the fees eat up any interest they're actually charging you. So most banks don't pay any interest at all. But I found some that pay 2.3%, okay? Stocks, well, the historical long-term average return on stocks is 10%. Long-term. Property, I think, what's a long-term return on property? 8%, something like that? 7 or 8%? I can't remember exactly. If anybody knows, post in the chat for me. Long-term return property, I'd be interested to know that. But essentially how it works is this. So you've got an item, what costs you 10 buckaroos. Let me just move that over there so I can focus on what I'm doing here. Costs you 10 buckaroos, unit cost. Then you RRP it, so you sell it, 30 bucks. That gives you 20 bucks as gross. But then, of course, you've also got to factor in all your other things, your cost to get it from one place to another, your Amazon FBA fees, things like that. So let's say, just for ease of maths, that's 10 bucks in fees. So now for every sale you make, you're actually making $10. So that is $10. So in that thing, you've got a unit cost of 10 bucks, a profit per sale, margin per sale of 10 bucks. That is equal to 100% return on investment. So basically you doubled your money. Okay, that's what that really means. You doubled your money. Okay. Well done to you. And remember, in a good Amazon business, you should aim to have 90 days supply, which means you turn over your stock every quarter, which really that then compounds and is much, much better, which is why, you know, if you want to get rich, you got to, you use a business. Anyway, so there's that. So return on investment. Well, now let's look at different scenarios. So you've really got 3 scenarios that happen quite often on Amazon. Number 1 is the launch phase of your business, which is something I've just discussed. But essentially here, what I personally look to do as I'm launching my product is to break even. So if I've got a $10 unit cost and my fees and things like that are $10, then I'm going to sell at $20. So I'm going to sell it at $20. So I'm not making any money, but I'm not losing any money either. Okay, that's how I tend to approach it, all things being equal. Now, you may recall that if you understand your lifetime value, you could go break even and lower that even. So you're actually losing some money on the front end with the knowledge that you're going to make money on the back end, if you can afford to do that. Everybody loves a good back end, I'm told. I don't know. So that could be part and parcel of your strategy. But certainly to begin with, that's how I go. Launch, I'm breaking even. Okay. Next phase, phase number 2 is really pretty simple, profit phase. So here, I'm wanting to make as much money as I possibly can from the thing. So once I've ranked, so that's, SEO rank, I'm having a little moment here. And I've got my PPC costs under control. I've done the things, what I needed to do to get my product selling consistently on Amazon, for instance, okay? At that point, I'm looking to extract as much money as I possibly can from that product line before phase 3 happens, which is decline. So decline, that means that you've then got competitors entering the market, or you've got new products that have got better features than your product does. It can mean any number of different things, but essentially for you and I, what it means is your business starts into decline, and then you need to reinvest. So basically what you're reinvesting in is typically a version either 2.0 of your product, so a new improved version of your product, or a new product line completely for your business, new product line completely. And there's, again, no hard and fast rules for this, but oftentimes I believe you get 9 months of profit before that starts happening, before other people figure out you're minting money, and you got to get yourself back on the game and get back into it. Okay, so you get 9 months where you get to make the profit, and then usually your business will start to decline, specifically referencing Amazon here. And then you've got to come up with your version 2.0. And so you kind of go back to that in terms of you're now taking your profit out of your business and reinvesting it in version 2.0 or in a completely new product line altogether. Okay, so let's just have a look at that. So your normal thing is this: 1 month of launch, give or take, depending on the competitiveness of what you're doing, 9 months of profit, 2 months of reinvest for version 2.0, just to give you some sense of how that works in terms of ROI. And then different ROI, well, that's going to be break even there. At the profit phase, you want to be looking at least that as a margin, at least that as a margin. And then in decline, you're kind of back to break even. Now, that's not going to be the case for all businesses. Clearly, there's some businesses, as we're going to discuss in a little wee while, that generate what's called business moats around them, that mean that cycle gets really stretched. But even the businesses with good moats around them, they still have to be constantly reinvesting new products and things like that. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of 2,500 members and growing. We're the fastest growing community of professional e-commerce sellers right here in Australia, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. $50 million, holy crap. If you'd like to find out more about what we do and how we can help you build your own e-commerce business too, get off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link for that is in the description. And thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.